Welcome to the Friends of Zane Adams, aka FOZA Podcast, bringing awareness of postpartum depression, suicides, and the children who are left behind. We'll be spotlighting positive outcomes from mothers as well as healthcare experts and counselors. Would you know the signs of PPD? Would you know how to help a loved one? Stay tuned. As a community, we can do more to support maternal mental wellness.
Greetings, FOZA friends, fans, and supporters. This is Paulette Smith welcoming you back to the FOZA Podcast. This is episode 57, and we thank you. We thank you as our loyal listeners and our viewers for tuning in. Your continued support, your thoughtful comments, and your willingness to share these conversations help keep awareness where it should be. And that's with the hope, love, and understanding that comes with every episode, every question, and every answer. If today's episode resonates with you, we encourage you to share it with someone who might benefit from the conversation. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe and use the notification feature so you never miss an episode. Take advantage of all the options to enjoy the video version of us, the podcast on YouTube, or by listening on your favorite podcast platforms. We always want you to remember that this is a safe place. However, our discussions may touch on topics that can be triggering. If you're in crisis or need immediate support, please call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988. And if you're not in an emergency situation, but you do need help, you need someone to listen to you, please speak with your doctor or a trusted professional. Whatever you do, please don't give up. If you're still struggling to find support in your local area, visit us online at FOZAinc.org. That's FOZA Inc.org. You'll see our FOZA Find services there, and we'll support you in finding resources in your zip code. You're never required to share sensitive information with us. When maternal mental health challenges affect a family, father figures are often experiencing their own emotional journey. While the spotlight rightly focuses on mothers and children, many men quietly carry concern. They carry responsibility. They carry uncertainty. And sometimes they carry grief, while all the time trying to support those they love. So as we come to the end of June, we are reminded of the biggest and most heartwarming day of the month that we've spent celebrating Father's Day. Along with that, we recognize Men's Mental Health Month, which is also in June. So before closing out the celebrations, we offer today's conversation to fathers, grandfathers, husbands, partners, uncles, and father figures who often stand beside families during some of life's most challenging moments. When mental health challenges affect a family, many in the family are experiencing the same thing. It's true, at FOZA, our focus remains maternal mental health, postpartum depression, and the awareness, suicide prevention, and support for the children affected by maternal loss. But behind many of these stories is another person whose experience is rarely discussed. The father, the partner, the person trying to stay strong while helping someone else through a difficult season. And today's conversation is going to be all about recognizing and supporting maternal mental health and how it often involves supporting the people who are supporting her. The quiet responsibility of fatherhood, that's something that I'd like us all to think about: the quiet responsibility of fatherhood. Because it's true, many fathers enter parenthood carrying hopes, dreams, and expectations. Like mothers, they discover that parenthood looks different than they'd imagined. Some find themselves learning new responsibilities. They begin to worry more about finances. They begin adjusting to changing life dynamics. And they support a partner who may be struggling emotionally. Often, they do all of this while believing they must remain strong for everyone else. And sometimes they feel alone in that. They can't easily shed tears. They can't have sudden mood changes without feeling kind of weird about it. They can't explode. Where do those moments come from? They can't ask themselves that question, and they're afraid that others around them may be thinking that, but not asking that. We know moms can get emotional. We actually prepare ourselves to expect what we call hormonal episodes. But fathers can be a stabilizing presence. One of the greatest gifts a father or a partner can offer during the postpartum period or the pregnancy period, one of the gifts that's really great, it isn't having all the answers. It's providing a sense of stability. A mother's body is recovering from pregnancy and childbirth, and she's experiencing significant hormonal changes. At the same time, she may be adjusting to interrupted sleep, new responsibilities, changing routines, and an entirely new identity. During that season, emotions can feel very unpredictable. There may be days when her confidence is replaced by uncertainty. There may be days when patience is harder to find. There may be days when small children feel like challenges. And it's just much bigger than it normally would be. All of the stress is just a little bit bigger. But that doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong. It often means her body and her mind are working through one of life's most significant transitions. This is where a steady partner can make an extraordinary difference. Not by trying to solve every problem, but by becoming a calm, dependable presence. Sometimes stability sounds like, "I've got the baby for a while. Why don't you rest?" Or, "You don't have to explain everything. I'm here. I'm with you. I've got you." Or, "We'll figure this out together," especially when she's feeling alone. Simple words like these can communicate something very powerful, and that is, neither one of you is carrying this alone. Here are 3 takeaways. Number 1, fathers may not bring the cure, but they can bring the calm. A reassuring presence often provides more comfort than trying to fix every emotion. Number 2, fathers can respond with patience instead of panic. Emotional ups and downs are part of recovery and adjustment, not a reflection of someone's love or commitment. During a season when hormones, emotions, routines, and identities are all changing, one of the greatest gifts a father can offer, again, another gift, is consistency. He may not be able to calm every storm, but he can become a safe harbor while the storm passes. He can build safe harbor routines. Here's just 3 of them. He can create strength when he asks questions because he's learning and adapting. That's a part of fatherhood. His support is not limited. His presence, his patience, and his listening, they all matter a lot, and they all mean a lot. He knows that becoming a parent changes everyone in the family, so it's okay to give some grace to the fathers. They're making adjustments as well. We're all building safe harbors. We're all building safe routines. So as we move together through the month of June with our focus on fathers, we began to think about what happens when someone you love is struggling. One of the most difficult experiences for any partner is watching someone they love struggle emotionally and feeling so helpless about it. As a matter of fact, many fathers describe the feeling as feelings of helplessness. That's because dads naturally want to fix the problem. They want to make things better. But postpartum depression and emotional wellness are rarely solved through simple solutions. That's why we understand that sometimes the most important things a partner can do is remain steadfast. Once again, building that harbor of safety. They listen, they encourage, and they note little changes. Sometimes when other family members or loved ones close by may not realize the changes, and a father can see that. He's there, he's close, he can notice little changes, and he can help connect his loved one to professional support when it's needed. Now, fathers' quiet love and support can really do silent wonders. We've already said that all the answers don't need to be in place to offer support or comfort, because mere presence often matters more than solutions. And when it comes to listening, that's a form of caring. Listening is also a form of giving care, especially if you're an active listener. And when she's being heard, that can reduce feelings of isolation. When he's listening, that can reduce his feelings of isolation as well. That's partnership. And partnership is a means of support. Moms feel safe when they know they're not carrying all of the responsibilities alone. And dads feel protective when they know they're providing moms and families with the feeling of safety.
Hi there, FOZA family. Every day, we at Friends of Zane Adams work to increase awareness and provide resources for mothers, birthing people, and families impacted by postpartum depression, maternal suicide, and perinatal mood and anxiety challenges. We use this podcast, our resource finder services, and our educational scholarship to make strides in breaking the silence surrounding postpartum depression. But we need your help to continue our efforts. Your donations enable us to bring about the awareness that's so desperately needed. Every donation, large or small, helps us reach more mothers, raise awareness, and prevent tragedies. We hope you'll consider making a contribution today by visiting FOZAinc.org/donate. Together, we can create a future where every mother, every child, and every family has the support they need. Thank you for being part of the change.
When we think about fatherhood, we often think about the big moments showing up. Children frequently remember the small moments, the rides, the conversations, the engagement, the consistency, because showing up matters. In families facing emotional challenges, that steady presence can become a source of comfort and stability. Whether someone is a father by birth, adoption, marriage, mentorship, or simply by love and commitment, a father's influence can last for a lifetime. Some lifetime influences are really, really important. And that's what fathers bring. They bring that consistency because that helps create security. They bring small acts of repeated love over time, and that builds trust. Of course, children notice more than we realize. So a father's presence leaves a lasting impression in so many ways. And supportive men strengthen their families. And healthy families depend on a healthy support system. We've just been basking in the joy of celebrating June as Father's Day and Men's Mental Health Month, while FOZA is extending gratitude to the fathers, grandfathers, husbands, parents, uncles, mentors, and father figures, as we said in the beginning. But we want to do it all year long. We want to do it for those who continue to show up for the people they love, to let them know your presence matters, your support matters, and the people you love you back. We want you to feel strong in your willingness to walk beside others through difficult seasons and difficult matters. We want you to know that we're celebrating you today, and we thank you, but we're celebrating you every day. And we're celebrating all those who may be carrying challenges of their own while they're encouraging others. While you're encouraging others, we encourage you to continue to seek support, stay connected, and remember that strength doesn't require carrying everything alone. It just requires consistency. So let's continue to celebrate fathers all over the land, from all of us at FOZA, in loving memory of Christina LaShawn Thompson Adams. Until next time, bye-bye.